Just have fun. How many times have you heard that? Probably growing up, you heard it quite a bit when you're playing activities or events or even sports. It just says, just have fun, right? We often hear professional athletes say that same kind of theme, especially after a big win. They get interviewed afterwards and they would say, oh, we were just having fun, or we were just trying to have fun. And John and I, we were talking about that. It made us kind of think that, well, no wonder they're just having fun. If you're like us, you were thinking the same thing, that they're playing a game, right? And we were thinking though, but for most of those, it's work also. How much effort and energy and hard work do they put into that and still have fun? And it made us kind of think, why can't we, in our organizations and as leaders, create places that are fun to work at?
Absolutely. And I think we can. I think like anything else, it requires us establishing good habits. And as we've talked about the time and intentionality all the time when it comes to different servant leadership aspects, and I think it applies here as well. As we dedicate more time and look for those opportunities and are more intentional about making or creating a fun atmosphere for our employees, then I think it becomes second nature and not just something that is is out there beyond comprehension or something that just has no chance of surviving.
And we oftentimes say time and intention, right? And intention takes energy and time takes time. But I think this notion of having fun, and I think you and I talked about this, John, it doesn't always have to take a ton of time. There are some of the things, and we just want to throw a handful of ideas at you of ways that we can just have fun that don't have to consume our lives. We don't have to spend months planning this stuff. And so one of them says, just talk to your people and uncover their passions, right? Just explore, be curious. We've done a video in the past on this whole notion of curiosity. I think we've lost. Just be interested in people. Learn about what they enjoy doing. Learn about their hobbies, their interests. Ask them, what are you doing this weekend? What did you do last weekend? So it doesn't have to be this big event. Some other ideas.
Yeah, I think even just the demeanor that we show as leaders. Are we excited ourselves? Are we showing that we're having fun? I think when we do that, I think that type of mentality or that type of behavior can be infectious and can translate to our employees as well.
So celebrating, right? Celebrate the small things. Don't wait for those major accomplishments, the big projects, initiatives. Yes, celebrate those. But how about the little wins every day, the little things that are going on? And can we celebrate these? Can we give the congratulations, way to go, the nice job? Can we do that stuff? Even setting aside time to brainstorm together. Open up the creative juices. Give some opportunity for innovation and creativity, and truly create these spaces where there isn't judgment. We can just kind of throw ideas out there and see how they go. One other idea is this notion of telling stories. I think it's just a phenomenal thing that we love to hear people's stories. It shares a little bit about ourselves.
I think it brings out our humanistic side, as they say, that, it's okay to think about life outside of work. And in fact, we encourage you to, because we know it's a big part of your life when you're not working.
That's right.
So those stories help to illustrate and help to remind our employees that yes, we know that you're not just, Sally, the frontline worker, or John, the executive vice president. You've got a life. There's a bigger part of you outside of what you do every day between 8 and 4 or 9 to 5.
Yeah. So the general theme is just have fun, right? And it doesn't mean that somehow we're going to mess around and show up to work late. We can be highly productive. And in fact, I think we would suggest to you that the more enjoyable your environments are, the more enjoyable your culture is, that the more productivity you will see. People will take more ownership and find ways to do things better. They will be creative. So this idea that human beings, you talk about that, we're social beings. We are emotional beings. We need to interact with each other. And my guess is many of you that are going to watch this video are saying, yeah, when I show up to work, I almost kind of dread it. On the drive in, I kind of got to get myself psyched up to be there, right? Wouldn't it be great as leaders if we created, even if in our own little area, our own little department, our own little group of people that we work together, that we could create a more enjoyable and fun atmosphere?